Hey, what is up guys, Mark here with my review of the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, which from the front looks exactly like their flagship black, but when you flip the two around, it's clearly not. So there must be a reason for GoPro only integrating a touchscreen into their silver model and not their black, which runs for $100 more. Some have speculated that the screen would overheat shooting 4K 30 frames per second, or maybe this was a way to separate the two by something other than specs. Whatever their reason, I'm glad that the silver at the very least has it. Not having to connect to the app wirelessly is quite convenient, and there are a few different settings that you can adjust to make the screen work better for you. One is placing a lock on the screen so that you're not changing any settings while handling the camera, and they've actually implemented this pretty well. You can also control the brightness. Out of the box it's set to high, but you do have the option of medium or low. At the top of this menu you can have the screen go to sleep in 1 to 3 minutes or never at all, just to save a little extra battery. Now I was asked by a couple of you to test how badly the screen affects the battery life. So I ran two different tests, one with the screen left on and one with the screen off, both recording at 1080p 30 frames per second. Leaving the screen off I was able to record for 2 hours and 5 minutes, but with the screen on the camera died after 1 hour and 55 minutes. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth were both off and screen brightness on high during this. You would think there would be a greater impact on battery life, but really it was only a 10-minute difference, which is pretty good. And you know what else is pretty good? The new location for the battery compartment. On the previous GoPros they had the compartment right on the back, and for me it was annoying to open. Now it's on the bottom. And all you have to do is push down on this small arrow and slide your finger in the direction it's pointing. The door flips open and there you have it, so much better of a design. They still have the HDMI and USB ports located on the side, along with the micro SD card slot, which takes up to a 64GB card. On the opposite side there is a dedicated settings button, which is nice, but I think it'll be more handy on the black. After all, we have the touchscreen on the silver, and it has a pretty nice layout. If your camera is in sleep mode, tap the screen for it to wake up. Swipe up from the bottom to reveal settings for whichever mode you're currently in. We're in video mode, so we can change the resolution, FPS, field of view, as well as a few other things. And you have a good variety of choices here. Even though it's only available at 15 frames per second, you can shoot 4K, but I'm most excited about 1080p at 60 FPS. We'll go up here and hit exit. Now swipe from right to left. This will bring you the full menu. In the bottom left you'll see playback, and here you can see what's on your memory card. And this is very cool, at least for me. Let's take a look at what's under setup, which is where you'll find all your standard settings. Setting up wireless controls, adjusting the touch display, and everything else that's typically on your cameras. So let's be real, this is in need of a software update, which GoPro promises is coming soon. But it's not as bad as the first day I began using it, because I could hardly record anything on the first day. Right now it'll freeze up occasionally. The camera won't do anything no matter what you try. The only remedy is to take the battery out and reinsert it. Also, I can't seem to stay connected to the GoPro app, no matter what my video settings are or the distance between the GoPro and my phone. And I'm not the only one having this problem. But it's more manageable than the black. I've only tried using the black for about 2 minutes and it just freaks out. More on that in its review, and I really hope I don't have to wait for a software update to use it. But that brings me to the last part of the review before we take a look at the video and picture settings. What are the differences between the Hero 4 Silver and Black? Obviously the Silver has a touchscreen while the Black does not, but the Black has a much wider range of video settings. The two that really separate it being able to record at 4K 30 FPS and 1080p 120 FPS, which I am super excited about. Other than that, the Black can record video at a higher bitrate and has external support for a studio quality microphone. So what do you choose? The Hero 4 Silver or Hero 4 Black? Or will you be one of many who have said that they will stick with their Hero 3 Plus? Definitely let me know down in the comments, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. This is just a microphone test at arm's length.